Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another episode of Ladies Night. We we got interesting conversation for y'all. So we're not even gonna hold y'all. Let's just jump right in. And I couldn't do it without one of my favorites. Hey Bookie,
Hello, hello.
how are you?
I am doing blessed and highly favored. And
And I
yourself?
know that's right.
And yourself?
I'm here today. My daughter is going to prom this week. She's going to prom on Thursday. And sis is driving me crazy. Okay.
Hey, it's her time. She
And
can.
you know what? I hear all of that, but at the same time,
Mm-mm.
okay. First of all, prom is expensive. That's number one. Um,
That part. Well, proms nowadays are expensive because all of this stuff that you have to do. My prom wasn't that expensive in 2006.
Mine wasn't either. But let's just start how the tickets are $100 per person, not $100 per couple, $100 per person. So there's that.
Okay.
And then we're talking the dress. Now we did get a good deal on the dress. Last year I spent nearly $400 on a dress. Um, this year, absolutely not. Um, but she still got to get her hair done, so on and so forth. I'm over it. I'm over it. Uh,
You just got to go through it only 3 more times.
gr-
But at least they're boys. At least they're boys, so it might be a little like you
Suit
got
and a haircut.
there
That's
you
it.
go. Yeah.
Suit and a haircut. Oh my god! But are you ready to get into it?
Always. Always.
So this is the picture that sparked this whole thing for me. I saw this picture about 4 or 5 times by I don't know how many men that posted it. This is the picture that was posted. As you can see, it looks to be a black single mom with a bunch of kids, and they are saying that these are her requirements. And I'm just like, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. It rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, everybody that I see that posted this was a black man.
Hmm.
So it got me to wondering, do black men really like black women? It, do you have any thoughts on that one?
Let me say that picture that was circulating was just it was hilarious. It was just hilarious. Um Now let's speak on statistically, right? I
Mm-hmm.
can I don't know about nothing recently, but as of 2021, 85% of marriages were with black men who make $100,000 or more. They were
Mm-hmm.
married to a black woman.
Okay.
85%. Um, it was only like 8% or something that's married to white people, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
do let's just start with the groups, right? For one, we got to figure out if certain groups even like women in general, regardless they black, white, yellow, purple, orange. We got to figure out if they even like females in general. They like what we can do for them, maybe sexually, and I'm gonna put that in air quotes because we got certain body parts that everybody has.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes
Jesus.
when
Go
it
ahead.
comes to them like actually liking us, I think our society is just so damaged, just so damaged in general with this gender war that they're trying to fit in with the narrative.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with that.
And it's sickening. It's disgusting. Especially the people that I do see posting it. We are all within the same age group. So at
Mm-hmm.
what age do we get out of it and realize we need each other? We are here for a reason. They are here for a reason. Together we can be powerful, but yet if y'all want to keep on putting out posts like that, well, I can see why you're probably still single, will be single, because the men I associate with myself with on a daily basis, we don't entertain conversations like that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
If I talk to you on social media, that's one thing, but in my real life, people I talk to on a regular, they don't entertain stuff like that, and they're all successful Black men. So I'm just saying.
Right, Kristen. I felt like that picture was BS. Now, I saw it the first time and I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. I saw it the second time. I'm like, really? Somebody else feels this way? I saw it like a third and fourth time and I started to get mad. Like, I'm like, first of all, because number one, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta be honest. I felt personally attacked because I am a divorced mother with a house full of kids. So I felt personally attacked on that front. But those requirements are not typical.
And they want to say all a man requires peace. For one, bring me peace for you to get peace. That's number one.
One.
If you want to bring me chaos and expect me to just be the calm to your storm every single time, baby, that storm ain't gonna start being calm after a while.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
Go ahead, talk your shit. Hold on a second.
I'm just saying, Black men, real Black men, they like us Black women. It's just those ones that, and a lot of these that do be posting stuff like that don't even have the funds to always talk about what a woman needs. They probably got about 3 or 4 kids they self, so it's just like, don't be pointing the finger when you got 4 pointing back at you, 3, whatever it is. But yeah.
So for me, what I saw was they want peace. And I hear this a lot. The woman that they are with need to bring them peace. And to that, I say, you have to come peaceful, my guy. Nobody can bring that to you. I can help maintain it for you. But I'm not about to fight the whole room to make sure that you have your peace. Now, if need be, I will clear that motherfucker, but it's not my responsibility to make sure you have peace within yourself. It's my responsibility to make sure I'm not bringing you chaos.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And every time I see that, I'm just like, all right.
I put up a post recently too, talking about, I don't want nobody to come be my peace. I want you to come already healed and peaceful, so you don't got to worry about ruining minds.
Exactly.
But then you also have a lot of people talking about they want this, they want that, but then they go after the person that is the complete opposite of what you're looking for. Then you want to sit here and complain.
You saying the quiet parts out loud, sis.
But you want to sit here and complain. You knew what that person was beforehand. Now you want to sit up here and bring all your trauma, all your garbage and nonsense, because that one person that you probably already knew that wasn't worth shit done got you mad. That's a personal problem, honey.
A personal problem. But and two, the other thing that drove me crazy was the men in these comments. I saw a bunch of men, I ain't gonna say a bunch, but I saw like 3 or 4 saying that's why we don't date single mothers. And I'm like, okay, cool. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But you realize that you made somebody a single mother? Like, do you realize?
Let me tell you, stepdaddies be stepping, baby. Okay.
Who you telling? But I'm just like you weird for that. Like, your preference is your preference, but don't put it on all single mothers because you ran into 1 or 2 and it didn't work out. And here's also my theory. Nigga, you take you everywhere you go. If you keep running up on the same type of person, perhaps you need to pick better. Perhaps you are the problem. And
but
let me
also too many unhealed people trying to deal with other people. We need to, how about we learn how to heal first before going to try to entertain something else or going to try to, let me see what else is out there because of my feelings are hurt. Maybe you need to try to spend some time by yourself and heal first. Because I hate when people say, oh, I am healed. But first time something happened, you ready to go jump off a cliff. I'm good.
And this is the other reason I say therapy is an amazing tool. We all done been through some stuff. But if you keep letting that thing sit on you and not be healed, you go through it with two women, and now all women are trash
Yeah.
because of the women that you picked and you not deciding to do the work that you need to do to be better. And
And men
that
also
right
don't
there,
understand how they set the tone for, especially if you're living with a man, they set the tone for that house. So if that man's coming there, if that man coming here with a messed up tone, it's going to set off the whole house.
nope, you don't get that. You don't get that at all. Sorry, you don't get that at all.
But yeah, like so I believe a man sets the tone in the house, and the woman is supposed to maintain that tone. If you come in and are already mad, I could try to calm your day, but if your boss got you pissed off, why are you coming home taking it out on me?
That part. You know why? I can give you the answer for that. Because a lot of times when your boss pisses you off, a lot of times you don't have it within you to go to that person and say, hey, this is the problem. How can we fix it? Or how can we make sure this doesn't happen again? So instead of you confronting the person that is the problem, you take it out on the person closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is a lot of times. Hey, sleep, we're not doing this. Now, if you want to come up here and discuss, you can do that. I would love to have you. If you want to come up here and discuss, we can do that. But the one thing that I have seen is when it comes to Black men that don't date Black women, you don't have to. I say it all the time. I will never make you feel bad for something that it just ain't your twist. But why can't you have your preference without tearing down the group that you don't want to be with? If you don't like Black women, cool, do you, boo boo. But why you gotta constantly say why Black women ain't shit? And that's the thing that gets me. I'm like, because I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but I don't often hear Black women who date outside of their race say Black men ain't shit. There are those that do, but I don't hear it very often.
Majority of the Black women I know that are married to white men, they loathe in how they are living a soft girl life. They sit there and embrace how happy and peaceful their life is. They show pictures of their happy family going on trips. That's what they show. That's what they, but yet we come on social media, we tell the whole world our business, back with the same person the next day. And then when they sit up here and say, don't nobody better not say nothing, well, don't put it out there.
Girl, I was about to say something, but I'm not going to. And to answer your question, two Black women can have this conversation about what we've experienced. That's all we doing. That's it. That's all. Don't huff and puff. It's okay.
I'm not. I'm not.
And to anybody who's willing to come up here and have the conversation, nigga, let me know.
As long as you can be grown about it and listen to both sides and understand and comprehend.
Because what we're not about to be up here doing is arguing. That's not what we're about to be doing. If we can have an adult conversation, sure, we can have a difference of opinion, but we're not about to be up here arguing, going back and forth. Okay?
And then let's just also put out there, every man is not the same. So what one works for one man will not work for the next. So all these times the guys want to sit up here and say, well, men feel this way, men feel that way. Men are going to go ahead and oppose to what they're saying. And they're not going to be a pick-me. They're not going to be, because anytime a man agree with a female is, oh, you just trying to get some clout. You trying to do this. You trying to do that. And not understanding maybe that's how he really feels. So let's just throw that out there.
Now, also, I will say that, like I said, I don't think this is all Black men. I don't think that at all. My father is a Black man. He's been married to my Black ass mother for 44 years. My grandfather was a Black man married to my Black ass grandmother for I don't even know how many years. So I don't think this is all Black men, but I do know for a fact there is a certain group of them that don't like us.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like,
We're
Ain't
always
your mama black?
upset. We're combative. We're this. We're that. Well, would you rather deal with a black woman's anger, as they want to call it, because it might be us having a mental meltdown or anything, and that's the way we're showing it, right? But would you rather deal with that, or would rather deal with a white woman's tears? Which one is more deadly to you, or more damaging to you?
Because that one ain't safe for your well-being, my guy.
Thank you.
That one ain't safe for your well-being.
But if you like it, I love it. I like my pork cooked
Exactly.
well done, so I will never go outside. But I'm just saying.
You get on my nerves. You get
I'm
on
just
my
saying.
nerves.
I don't like no pink stuff. So
Black man sees a black woman growing up, aka their mother. So, okay, to your point, then if a black man sees his mother being problematic, then say your mother is the problem. It's not all of us. And that's one of my points here. I wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget to say it. A lot of black men that don't deal with black women do so because they've seen their mother be problematic. And if that's the case, I feel sorry that you've had to experience that growing up. I really do. But take that out on
you
your
got
mother
mommy
and then
issues.
go to therapy.
You got-
Therapy is an amazing tool. It's an amazing tool to help work through your issues.
Because I grew up with a lot of power. I mean, a lot of strong black men that was married to black women
That.
for a long time, and showed me how I'm supposed to treat a man. The women showed me how to treat a man. The men showed me how I should be treated. My parents was married until I was in high school. My grandparents were still married when they died for almost 60 years. Uncles, aunts, and even the people I associate with. So,
And to be clear, when I'm asking this question, I'm not talking about black men in general, because I do feel like for the most part, we good with each other. But when I keep seeing or posts like the ones that I showed, where those are the ones that get pushed to the forefront, that get so much attention and so much engagement, and I'm just like,
and we also see the type of people that are engaging in it, though.
that too.
We've seen the type, because I've seen that post circulate quite often, and I did not see one in the comments. I have not seen one posting it. I'm just saying
that part. So for those of you that just tuned in, we are discussing this particular post at the moment. What it's basically saying is black women require so much. They have a list of requirements.
But like Chaotic said, who the hell is that third hand for the man holding the sign?
Girl, I'm glad I'm not the only person that saw it. Because when I tell you, that thing aggravated me so bad, it really did. Like, why this nigga got a third hand? But yeah, I don't know. I do know that there are a lot of men that have this issue. Like some time ago, and I couldn't find it again. I deleted it from here. There was the video of what's his name, Jamal Woodward, the dude that played Biggie in Notorious.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had his opinion of black women and why he doesn't date them, and I'm just like, is it all black women, or is it the women that you are choosing? Is it the type of woman that you are going after?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I don't see it that way. I really, really don't. The women that I know how to treat a man. Now,
I know a lot of people my age that are married and have been married for years and are happy thriving.
Decades.
So,
and I don't know if it's a push to cause division between black men and black women, because they know that together we are a powerful force to be reckoned with. I don't know what it is, but I do know that I'm tired of seeing it. I'm very tired of seeing it.
Very tired of seeing it. It has been a very, very high incline of this man versus woman, black versus black. It's so draining to see. It's very, very draining.
So specifically, what do you consider to be asking for too much? That's what I would like to know. Because you said women that ask for too much is not a race thing. The only reason I say it's a race thing, why I asked the question, is because every time I saw that picture posted, it was posted from a black man. And the picture was of two black people. That's why I asked the question. Uh, because I want to know. I just would like to know, what do you feel a man needs to be happy?
Every man is
Needs,
different.
I will say this in general. I will say this for every man. Take it for what you want it. Every man needs to be happy within himself before he even looks to be with somebody else. What that looks like for him may be different from what it looks like for the next man. But you have to be happy within yourself before you try to be happy with anybody else. Point blank, period. And if you can't be that, you can't walk around here saying that it's the woman's fault that you're not happy and she's not being your peace. Nobody should be your peace. You should already come peaceful.
Of course, nothing is perfect, but we should still be able to communicate. We should still be able to go to sleep together at night and not it be a division. Like, that's what it is.
Now, I was married for a really long time. And when it came to that, one of the biggest issues we had was I didn't, when it got to the end, I didn't make you happy. It's not my responsibility to make you happy. All I can do is be the best version of myself. And if that doesn't make you happy, I don't think that's really my problem. you know what I mean?
That sounds like something a mother does, right? We be trying to make our kids happy, right? But yet men say, oh, you looking for another father or something. But that right there is a perfect terminology of, oh, well, that's because we sit up here and make our kids happy. So I don't know. To each his own.
So, okay, you didn't hear what I said. What I said was, no, I'm not going to be your peace, but I can help you maintain it. It's not my responsibility to make sure that you are at peace. I can help you while you're there and help keep you there. But if you come over here and you're already at war with yourself, there's nothing that I can do but treat you properly and suggest therapy.
Because then that's going to ruin your peace. And I guess that part don't matter if your peace gets ruined. We have to be at peace ourselves.
Because if you are not at peace, everything around you is going to be chaotic.
Yep.
Shout out to Chaotic. We love you.
Once again, the man sets the tone. The woman maintains that tone. And that is what I am a firm believer of. That's what I grew up around. Men came, and when the man come in the house, they own the room. They set that tone and everything.
Listen, I'm here for the response. Listen, if y'all want to come up here and have the discussion, listen, I will send out the link. We are open to it. Okay? But
maybe I don't want to hear just what we got to say.
Because I would like to hear a man's perspective on, do black men like black women? I would. And I'll be honest, I don't feel like reading all these comments, but I'll post them up here. But that was my main question. And like I said, the only reason I asked that question is because every time I saw that post, it was from a black man, and the men in the comments were just like, yeah, fuck them bitches, pretty much. So I wanted to know. But
like I said, just put it out there. 85% of marriages are black men in high earning. They are married to black women. So they do like us. It just depends on, once again, what type of man you are. That's it. It just depends on what type of man you are. Some men are connected, are in tune with their emotional side, and can understand the female. Some men are more alpha, more, no, this, that, it just depends on what type of male you are.
Child. Now, and you're right about that, because my black ass father has been married to my black ass mother for 44 years, and they've been together for 50 some odd years all together. So I know that there are black men that love black women. I do know that. So don't think I'm just saying that black men ain't. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. And I just also want to put it out there, as black women, to the black men that love us, we love you right back. There's nothing that we won't do for you to make sure the peace that you have and the happiness that you have isn't disrupted. As long as you come happy and peaceful.
Every Superman need their Lois Lane, so
every single one. Every single one. So I think we can leave that there.
Yeah.
There are those that don't, and for those that do, we love you right back. But I do have another question for you.
Oh God, let me light my blunt.
Don't. Oh God, I think it's a good question.
Okay.
What do you think is an acceptable age gap for dating?
Acceptable?
Mm-hmm. Acceptable, appropriate, whichever one of those.
I mean, it depends on the age, honestly, because I think if a man is 35 or a woman is 35 and they're dealing with somebody that's 21, I don't find that acceptable. I think that's still a little weird.
Weird. I will say that.
Yeah, it's a little weird, right?
It's weird.
So with me, it just depends on the age. Like, I don't know. I don't want you to be the same age or close to age to my child. That's gonna feel awkward. So it just depends. I don't know.
Now, what I will say
goes for both sides though too, because a lot of people always say, "Oh, if the man is that much older and the girl is younger, that's okay." No, it's not.
No, it's not. Do you realize how many men? Do you realize how many men have been preyed on by grown women?
Yes.
I heard a man told me when he was 12, he lost his virginity to a 23-year-old. And I'm like, and he like, yeah, da, 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 da. No, sir, that woman was a predator. Your mother needed to whoop her ass.
Whoop that ass. There's a lot of men that lost their virginity to babysitters.
No way. Okay. Let my 12-year-old say a 20-something-year-old woman in his face.
I'm whipping ass.
You gotta have a conversation with me. Because why are you looking at my 12-year-old? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wow, what's your answer? What do you think is an appropriate age gap?
I feel like 10 years.
Yeah.
I feel like 10 years. If you 25 and he 35, I think that's cool. Now, I think it gets a little sketchy the closer you get to 18.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's
because when you 18 and that man 28, or
that
you and that woman 28, that gets a little weird.
Yeah.
And I have a theory. I feel like when an older person dates somebody that's a lot younger than them, it's more about control.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I really feel like that.
Absolutely. When I was in high school, I had.
And let me tell you something. I'm not about to do this with you neither. Okay. I'm not going back and forth with you neither.
When I was in high school and I had grown men pick me up, they was trifling. Mm-mm. They was trifling. They were pedophiles.
Listen, I've had that experience too.
I did, bro, a lot.
Fully grown man. When I first met the man, I was 17. I was turning 18 in a few months. And my trifling ass was cool with the fact that he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
I ain't know no better. I thought it was okay.
I ain't know that old at 18, but still, all in all, it's like, what do they want with us? What do they want with us? I had this man coming to bring me $100 for lunch money every day. You got to bring me lunch money? That should be a sign in your head, like, what am I doing with this little ass girl? I can't offer you nothing.
Exactly. I can't offer you nothing but my body.
That's it.
At all.
But back then, we thought it was cool. But now, me being a mother and having a daughter,
I will fight you. I almost caught a case over my 16-year-old 2 years ago. Okay, don't play with me. I almost caught a case over her. Legit. I was going to jail that night. Don't play with me when it comes to any of my children.
No.
Send me the link. Nigga, you don't need the link. Just pop up here. You don't need the link. Ira. You know how to come in the stream. But I think it like I said, back then when I was 17, I thought it was cute because he used to pick me up from high school, after lunchtime, take not just
nice
me,
little car,
and my friends to the mall in his car, let me spend. And back then I felt like him letting me spend $100 was really some money. Mind you,
I was dealing with like kingpins and stuff like that. So it was like, oh yeah,
give me $100. I'm like, hey, you can pick me up from school. Me and my friends, we was in couldn't tell us nothing. We was in Hot Topic and Spencer's. Listen, all up in the mall. Thought we were doing something, but now as an adult, I realize that man was a predator because there's no reason a 52-year-old man is even conversing with a 17-year-old. I met the man. I used to work at Pat's. I know y'all not too familiar with Pat's up there, but it's Pat's Pizzeria. It's a little pizza spot, whatever. Mm-hmm. I used to answer the phones and work the counters. This grown man came in there and was getting pizza for his grandkids. So that should have been. But I was 17. Very dumb. Very, very dumb.
Very dumb and naive. Exactly.
But when you making $50 for the weekend and somebody giving you $100 every couple days, I ain't seen nothing else. I was very, very cool with that.
And especially for me, the person I was dealing with, I was dealing with him even when I went to college. He paid for my first year of tuition, got me my first car. He was paying my grandparents' rent.
So how do I say it? Being sensitive. How was this young man earning all this money?
He was in the streets.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a he was let me tell you, he's in jail right now. He's in the feds. This man have to do 60-something years. He's going to die in jail.
Say what?
He is going to die.
You said 60?
60. And he has to do at least 85% of his time before he can come out.
Oh, that man is going to die in jail. That 85% is up. He did.
Yeah.
So wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. What you saying?
Huh?
Were you about to say something?
Oh, I just said, mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Here he come. I sent you the link, but you don't need it. So you just come on up at your leisure and say what you gotta say, my guy. While he's getting himself situated. The reason I asked this is mainly because of the whole Shannon Sharpe situation. Now, this is the conversation. If y'all never seen it, this is the conversation that he had with Monique. Oh shit.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, I need you want some money.
So There's that. Hey, welcome to the show, my guy. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
All right. First thing I want to say is I'm extremely proud of you, ladies. This was engaging from beginning up until now. This is how you pod, and this is how you summon me. I hear what you were saying, but I don't want to just interrupt and ruin everything. I'm gonna let the ladies speak, but I had to tell you, ladies, I love y'all. This was a great and is a great pod. This is great energy. People are engaging. You got me riled up too. I was pacing back and forth like, what? So I'm not going to respond here. This is ladies' night, but we will respond respectfully, and we're going to keep this going. So I just want to let y'all know I was really enjoying the show. So that's it.
Because I am waiting for the response. I know there's going to be one.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the response. I want all the smoke because I said what I said and I stand 10 toes down on it.
Yeah, I'm going to rewatch when it's all done. I'm going to take my notes. I'm going to do my due diligence, and I will rebuttal. All right? How about that?
Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go back to watching the show. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Juan said he want a link. Yo, want to send Juan the link? It's going to get crazy if you do. I'm out.
Send it.
Let me see. Give me a half second because I will send it.
Big Sleep want the link too. All right, it's about to go down.
This don't gotta be ladies' night. This could be just a nice little topic night. As long as we can all talk like adults, we can.
As long as we can respectfully.
Exactly. We all got opinions.
We
We
can
can all voice them. We can agree to disagree. That is okay.
So I will send out the link, but while I'm doing that, go ahead and enjoy this little video. For those who just out here shooting up the club, let's just watch this.
In the state of Texas, they just decided that the child father will have to now pay retrospectively child support on the day of the conception. Now, I had to go Google this and look it up, but it says that you look at the woman's last menstrual cycle and you add 2 weeks onto that. That means if your ass just shooting and goosing all over the place, but you're broke, you're going to be back paying child support in debt from the day that you skeeted and, made it where she missed her. Yeah, man, it's going to be bad for some of y'all because this is why I said reproductive justice is important for everybody. And y'all thought I was bullshitting. Y'all said I was pandering. Whole time it has implications for all parties involved. In all seriousness, though, this do kind of make sense right here. This recognizes that the responsibility that the mom is bearing does not begin at birth, but starts months before that, you said, referencing medical care expenses that begin before the baby is born. Some of y'all gonna ask, well, what if the baby ain't theirs? Well, that's why I said retrospectively. They've already decided the baby is yours.
Ooh. You didn't see that before, Charmaine?
No. I mean, I heard them talking about it, but wait, so they're gonna just assume that the baby is yours. They just gonna say
you are the father until
you are the
father. Until it's determined that you are not. You are the father. So if you out here just running in chicks wrong, now this started in Texas, so ain't no telling how
it's gonna spread. I bet you Georgia be next, probably.
Let me tell you something. If your ass out here recklessly shooting up the club, you may want to give that some consideration. Sleep, I already sent the link.
Skeet. Better start skiing on their booty.
For those that wanted the link, it already went out. Go find it. Go check your inbox.
You want smoke because you are waiting.
And remember what I said. We're going to keep it respectful, okay? Mm-hmm. We just adults having engaging conversation. We're going to keep it respectful.
Because we've all have different experiences that we have experienced with people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and like I said, I don't feel like it's every Black man. I feel like there is a group of them, though, that feel that way. And it's upsetting But at the same time, I feel for you because you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know no better. You haven't experienced a good Black woman. Because anytime you can say XYZ about all Black women, it's because you haven't experienced a good one. And I feel sorry for you. Because I ain't going to lie. We kind of dope. We are. We kind of dope. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, we're gonna bring this young man up and let's hear what he got to say about the topics at hand.
I'm listening. I'm here.
Well, you've heard what we have been discussing. Would you like to give your take on any of these topics?
Yeah. I'm confused about y'all opinion on why Black men don't like Black women. I'm confused about that. I'm trying to listen thoroughly to your topic.
Who do you want to respond to that first?
I would like to hear your analogy on it.
Okay.
If you touch
Now,
bases.
what I'm saying is the whole reason this topic came about is because of the picture that I posted earlier. I kept seeing that picture posted from Black men, and it made me question if Black men actually do like Black women, because I do know of at least one who has terrible opinions about us. Even though he got a Black ass wife, Black ass mother, sisters, and all of that. This is the conversation that some Black men are having. So that made me question if Black men actually like Black women. Because I know publicly, y'all be like, yeah, Black women is there the third, but what are your thoughts privately? You know what I mean? Like, that's the question that I have. Does that give you a better understanding of where I'm coming from?
Yeah, so everybody got their own dating preference, but do you have Black female friends?
Say that again?
Do you have a lot of Black female friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever feel like they deal with a lot or do too much?
Our next stop is Washington.
Yeah, there are women that are like that.
No smoking on board. That includes a restroom. No
What you
eating
got going on
rest.
in your background over there? You got
Bus
some.
one, the restroom.
Oh no! I'm
If you have any type of entertainment device,
I'm on a
use your
bus.
headset.
Okay.
Please.
So I understand, and like I said previously, I understand that Black men have had experiences with women that have been terrible, because I do know some trash women that just happen to be Black. I do. So I get that part, but if the other side of that is if you have had these experiences with Black women in particular that has hurt you so deeply that makes you not want to be bothered with them at all, you need to heal. And therapy is an amazing tool to help with that. It just
I
is.
don't know why we always singled out, because just like you said, there are some Black women that be doing a little too much. You're like, all right, now calm down. But why is it like, so that doesn't happen in no other race? We're the only race that do that?
Because you know
I
what?
can't really respond right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Because you know what I don't often hear, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't often hear Spanish men saying how trash their women are. I don't hear Asian women saying how trash, or Asian men saying how trash their women are. Like, I just don't hear it. But when I do hear it, it comes from men that look like me. So it's just like, it's a little weird for me. Like,
Well,
go ahead.
I don't really hear too much of men bashing Black women. I hear men bashing women in general, but they don't really bash a specific race. I don't really hear that like a lot often, to be honest with you. If I normally like post, even though it's a picture of both of a Black man and Black woman, It doesn't say black women. It says women and men. You know, so I mean, so I don't really get where your analogy is coming like that men don't like black women. I mean, men just complain because we don't really have too much of an outlet to voice to anyone else. Like we don't complain to other men about women. So they might take the social media here and there, but I feel like when they do ask, then they're shooting out the foot. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
You don't really ask for much from a woman.
So to be fair, this is the
You
post
say I'm breaking up?
this is the post that sparked this whole conversation. And the reason I asked that is because that is a black man and a black woman. And when I see things like that, this is what it typically looks like, which is why I'm asking the question I am. And because I've also had a conversation with a black man at work, okay? And he proceeds to tell all of these black nurses sitting at the nurses station why black women are trash. He's proceeded to tell us that black women don't know how to take care of their men. They don't know how to be submissive. You know, the regular conversation, and that women and black women are taught to live without their men, and women of other ethnicities, they are taught to serve their men and to be submissive, and they take care of their men and all this other stuff. And I said to that man, well, first of all, this is a man that tried to talk to me when I first started at the job. I then found out that he was married. I was never interested because we're not even gonna say that. But I then found out he was married to a black woman. So as he's having this conversation, I said to him, well, if that's the case, I have two questions. Number one, does this theory apply to your mother, your grandmother, your sisters, your aunts? And he was like, no, because they were taught to do. But you didn't say that. You said all black women. And two, if you feel this way, why did you marry a black woman? And his response to that was, because that's what presented itself to me at the time. And I said, okay, cool. If that's what presented itself to you at the time, and you have all these opinions about all black women, why did you choose to date and marry her? Even if that's what was presented at the time, you could have just been like, it ain't for me. But you chose to continue a situation and ultimately marry that woman. And then on top of that, you the type of nigga that knows you're married and you still trying to get with the women you work with. You are not the best example of a wonderful black man. Now, let me explain something to you. Anybody that knows me know that I love a black man. Ain't nothing in this world like it. Now, I may have messed around or played with some others, but there is no way on this earth I would ever take seriously anything other than a black man. So when I'm having these conversations, I'm not having this conversation from the standpoint of I hate black men, or I don't fuck with y'all. I love black men. Always have, always will. I'm just having this from the point of view is I don't understand why those who feel this way feel that way. And I would love for someone to give me some insight. Oh, wow. We got a bunch of comments that I just haven't been paying attention to. I'm not sure who Tomato Sandwich is, but let's read some of his comments.
Tomato Sandwich.
Look, that's what his screen name is. Tomato Sandwich. A lady in 2013 tried to accuse me of knocking her out, saying I guess that's supposed to be knocking her up, saying the carpet might have failed. I wouldn't cooperate with the DNA test, and the baby was born looking. Okay.
Oh my! I hate
All
people.
Right. Okay. All right.
Who are you? Who are you?
So to that comment, I have the question: if you didn't think the child was yours, why would you not want to cooperate with a DNA test? That would be my question. If you don't think that baby is yours, there's nothing better than taking a test to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
then
was the
again,
first one ready to take the test. I think babies should have paternity tests done as
before they leave the hospital.
they leave the hospital. Yes, because there's
Before
a
they
lot
leave
of men that's been trapped once they sign that birth certificate and come to find out
You
that
are
baby
the
is
father.
yours. You still gotta pay. I think married or not, you need to make sure a DNA test is done.
What? Tomato sandwich, sir. I'm assuming that's a sir. Would you like to come up and discuss? Because you have some very interesting opinions and points of view. So if you would like to come up and discuss, we can do that.
I'm slave. 1970s.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm able to talk. All right, so I actually agree somewhat of that, other races probably submit more. Because I actually made a post, and like 90% of the women on my social media is African American, and I made a post about this submit, and everybody looked at that word submitting as like slavery, as being that, or some type of. They just went off on my posts about why it's so hard for Black women to submit. Like, I don't understand it, and they went left, like immediately. Just hearing the word submit just made me cringe. So I do feel like it, like statistically, it is a lot easier for Hispanic, because Hispanic people, for the most part, they stay in their relationship no matter how crazy it is. You can see them getting beat up at the 7-Eleven by their boyfriend, and they're going home. Like, Spanish people are they big on that family and sticking together. They ain't leaving for nothing. And I mean, most of us is not growing up with fathers, because Black people be out of there like ASAP and break up, and it is what it is, and child support and all that stuff come into play. So a lot of Black people, we wasn't raised with a father to look up to and see how that bonding experience is supposed to happen. So that has a lot to do with it.
So to tomato sandwich, I misunderstood what you said, so I apologize. I read that wrong. But yeah, you should have required a DNA test, and if she didn't want to do it, that told you what you needed to know. Whoever this is, greetings and salutations to you too. But I don't know. Like I said, for the most part, when it comes to Black men not liking Black women, I just feel like I've always said, I do think that it's a small group. But the thing about social media is they will take one negative comment and blow it up for the most engagement. Just like I've seen a lot of it. Just like when there's these posts about women that don't eat at the Cheesecake Factory, or they won't date a man that does XYZ. That is a small group of women, and I see that kind of thing pushed to the forefront for engagement. And people are out here losing their minds thinking that all women think like that. And it's not the case. So
once again, you need to see see who you are associating or dealing with, or the type of people that's on your friends list and things like that. Because once again, like I said, I know a lot of people who a lot of these conversations we don't even entertain it.
Okay, so
it's all about, and like what you said, Quan, I don't see a lot of men posting stuff like that, but they do be in the comments heavy. So it may not be them necessarily posting it, but they will be in the comments. And from what I see, they do single out just Black women. So as being a Black woman, of course, we will take offense to it, because we are all not the same. Trying to categorize, like, we're not saying that there's not females out here like that. We all know probably more than a handful of them, but once again, is who you associate yourself with, who is within your circle, who is like you have to get to know. Too many people are rushing into stuff and then want to sit up there and say, oh, this person is that, and want to throw their past traumas out. Stop rushing into stuff. Get to know people. Get to, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody just rushing to do something and stuff don't never last or never work. But they be in the comments heavy, especially on Instagram.
Yeah, I be feeling like though, like I be feeling like, to be honest with you, a lot of women, like, y'all speaking from a standpoint where y'all not the predators, y'all more of the prey. So like y'all don't actually have to deal with the going out and trying to talk to women to get to know women. So when you meet a woman that you find attractive, and a lot of women that you find attractive that looks sexy and have sex appeal, they mostly do have. No, I'm not going to no place like that. We're not going to Applebee's. I'm not going to no Cheesecake Factory. So even though you might feel like, nah, that's not normal, like, nah, like that is like whatever's going around on the music is how these women is feeling. It's how a lot of women are feeling. Like it's like a new trend. Like they feel like they better than everything like normal that we grew up going to a diner to eat and getting to know each other. Now they like, nah, that's not gonna.
I still go to the diner.
Exactly. So you might think like, oh nah, that's very sweet and selective. No, any woman that you find attractive, for the most part, that's how they give it up. That's how they move.
I didn't grow up doing all of that. I was raised on very high standards, but it's not saying that I won't do it. My grandmother and grandfather put me on a pedestal and told me I need to treat myself as such. But once again, that's also because they raised me to know how to cater, know how to submit, know how to do all of that. So, not saying that I'm not going to do it now, but all I know is, like, for a first date, I'm big on first impressions, right? So if you want to take me, for one, I'm not going to just meet you tomorrow and then we're going to go out on a date the next day. I need to talk on the phone. We need to make sure we can communicate, we can talk, our vibe is good, because one thing I don't want to do is go out and then the energy is just off, regardless of what. But once you get to know me, you get to know how I operate and move, then that's going to be a different thing, because guarantee, if I say I'm going to take you out, or if I say I'm going to cook for you, I'm not making you no Alfredo with jar sauce. I'm not taking you to no Chili's. You know, I just spent $200 at this Italian restaurant just to take somebody out because I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go by myself. So once again, it's all about the type of female. A lot of these guys say that about females, but then if you go and look at them, like you could tell a lot about a person, even just talking, right? Like the way they're carrying themselves, their tone and everything. You could say, oh, she's probably a bougie chick, or she's somebody who live above her means or something. But then
I disagree with that, though.
For it, and then they want to get mad at the end result of it.
I disagree with that, sure, man.
I've seen it a lot. Well, I just seen it a lot. So I'm just saying, like, a lot of guys go for the ones that got the lace fronts and the makeup, and the
lace front
Louis, and like little label horses.
The ones that consider themselves baddies.
With the BBLs, especially once they get them BBLs, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing.
What's crazy about that is when a man says something negative about those women, then other women stick up. Like, you can't say that about her. She got that BBL because that's what she wanted to do. You trying to shame her body? You hate her. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even get away with it.
For guys, I have not met one woman yet who got a BBL.
Exactly.
I just want to say for me, no, you got that because you probably wasn't getting the attention you wanted. You see how other girls are getting attention with the BBL, so now you want to get it.
I agree.
It's cool if that's what you want to do, but once again, just because you got a BBL, don't think that
you're still the same person you was before you got it.
Same person. That BBL ain't gonna do nothing for you.
But for the most part,
but put you in debt. Put you $20,000 in debt.
Are you gonna have to get a coochie rejuvenation after that?
Most part, those bigger girls. For the most part, those bigger women, the women that don't have the big butts and all that other stuff, they normally have good personalities. They could cook and clean and all that stuff. So then they just be insecure because the men don't look their way. So then when they get that body done, then they want to act like the women that men don't like. And then they end up getting treated like the women that men don't really care for. And they end up becoming one night stands, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
Because now
Let me
you
tell
look
you,
like the
I'm a
woman
big
you talk
girl,
shit on.
but I ain't never that type of big girl where here you can take my car and use my car while I'm at work. Oh no.
Because hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm. Now, and I will say,
Yeah.
like, if I'm in a committed relationship with you and you be like, you know what, my car broke down.
Well, yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Here, take it. Cool. But I do know that women, they will do whatever they need to do to keep a man, whether he's a good one or not.
Because they
And
don't want to
that's
be by
where,
themselves. That's the
let me
sad
tell you
part.
something. Being by yourself is an amazing experience. I ain't got to worry about nobody bringing me no extra stress. I ain't got to worry about nobody getting on my nerves when I don't want to be bothered. I don't have to. Being by
But
yourself,
we had
there's
to get pushed in that
nothing wrong with
situation
it.
though. You know, so before when you were married, your thought process probably wasn't like that. Because I know I wasn't married, but
Yes,
I
it
was
was.
with somebody for a very long
Yes, it
time where a lot of my relationships were like, I just didn't want to be by myself. You know, I wanted to have, no matter, I lowered my standards to the fucking pits of hell just because I didn't want to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? But once I did get single, I'm like, all right, hold up. Maybe I need to reevaluate. I need some time to myself. I need to think. Because I know back in the day, it was easy for me to get anybody. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. But now I've been alone so long, I don't want to be with nobody. That's the scarier part.
May I ask the women on the panel their definition of a real man? Would you like to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay, for me, a real man is a man that knows how to take care of and handle his business. If I am your business, you are making sure that you are not bringing me no extra added stress. You are making sure that if you are in my life, you are handling the things that you are supposed to handle. And I know a lot of women want a man who can provide. There's nothing wrong with that, because let me tell you something. If I find a man that's willing to take care of me fully and he's worth something, nigga, do it. But provision isn't just financial. That is a part of it. But for me, provision is, can you take care of my feelings? Because any nigga can just throw money at you. But can you take care of my feelings? Can you make sure that you are providing a safe space for me to be vulnerable? Are you making sure you're not having a bunch of women coming to me as a woman about somebody who's supposed to be mine? Like, that's what I consider to be a good man, a man that knows how to take care of his business. Because let me tell you something, in the right relationship, I know how to shut up and follow suit. But what I find the problem is, there are men, not all of them, but there are some of them that want you to follow suit and can't lead their way out of a wet paper bag. So with the right person, it's not a problem. So I say it all that to say, a good man is a man who knows how to take care
Well,
of.
he said real men. Is that the same thing for you? Good and
Yeah.
real? Okay.
Because you can't be a real man if you're not a good man.
Okay.
Would you like to answer the question for Mr. MK the Mac?
Mr. MK the Mac.
That's what his name is.
I know. Hopefully it isn't him, right? But I think a real man is somebody, once again, just growing up the way I did grow up, a man who can lead, a man who, if I am in public with him, he is like, I don't have to look behind my shoulder. I could be like not oblivious to the world, but I know I am very well protected. A man who is in touch with their emotional side, because us women can be very emotional. We have a lot of estrogen in our body. So if I'm coming to you and expressing my feelings about something, I may be crying when I'm expressing it, or who knows, but I don't want you to take that as a personal attack. I want you to listen, just like I'm going to listen to you. And like you said, a lot of men think because they're a man, you're supposed to automatically follow. No, boo, because you want to lead me to an end of a dead end. And then we both going to be sitting there looking at each other like, I'm supposed to be following you. What's going on? Especially like within my job, I already have to be like a manager and a boss directing people, telling people what to do. When I come home,
Yeah.
I want you to come here, set the tone, and whatever you want, I am here to cater to you. We are going to be good because now our foundation is set. Our foundation is quiet. Like when you come home, this is supposed to be your safe space. When I come here, it's supposed to be my safe space. We need to keep our outside business outside. Don't feel like I'm attacking you. I don't want to feel like, you're attacking me. Just, you know what I'm saying? But yes, definitely provision, but it's not just somebody I could be
just financial.
Right. Somebody I could just be very vulnerable with. And that's a hard thing to do because once you let somebody know that you're very vulnerable to them, some people will take it and hold it over your head if you were a narcissist, or some people will actually value it.
And you said something that I wanted to touch on before I forget. You said that women are emotional beings, but men are too. They I feel like men don't always feel like they can show it. Like with women, look, nigga, if I'm mad, if my feelings hurt, you gonna know. I don't have a problem with showing how I feel, but I do think that when it comes to men, the world has been so hard on them and made them feel like they can't emote in any kind of way that they just won't. And that's a sad existence.
What a lot of men need to realize with real women, I'm not even going to just say black women, but I just know with real women, we want them to be able to come to us so we can to help. A lot of men say, you can't help me out with that. But if you listen to us sometimes, because we can tell you one thing, you won't listen to us. But your boy can tell you the same exact thing, and you're going to take heed to it, right? So if you have a household or you have a kingdom or whatever, king and queen, they're supposed to be in tune with each other.
Yep.
Don't use what I'm saying in a spaghetti strainer and only pick out certain parts that you want to listen to. Listen to everything I'm telling you, because especially if you're dealing with me, I have some type of sense. I am type smart, so I'm not something right to be telling you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys feel as though we don't need to listen to you. You never know what you could get from us. You never know.
And I say it all the time. It's a partnership. If you the head, my guy, I'm the neck. We working together to make sure the whole body is functioning correctly, making sure we getting where we need to go. I was talking to Chaotic some time ago, and he said something along the lines of when men are in high-powered positions, they often take their secretaries with them. If they go from one company to another, they often take their secretaries with them. And the reason is because that secretary is their support system. And I don't care who you are or what kind of background you come from, everybody needs a support system.
Everybody.
And if you can't be that, you wasting my time. Go ahead, get out of here.
I wish it was some guys on here, because I would love to know. A lot of guys feel like I would love to know, what is a woman like? What are we supposed to be there for you for? If you don't want to listen to us, are we just there for you to be a sex? And I don't want to say a sex slave, but to cater to your needs in that aspect. Because I'm trying to understand, if guys say they don't want to talk to us, they don't want to express our feelings because they were told they shouldn't, and things like that. What do you need a woman for?
Ain't that a great question? That's an amazing question.
Because there is nothing more than two people needing and wanting each other. I want to need and want my man. Okay?
Because that part.
I want to be able to be like, my man, my man, my man.
That part.
Okay? But no. I got my rose.
We got a couple. We've had some good viewership. We've definitely had some good viewership. I'm hoping that you all enjoyed the conversation and it was very engaging. But while I got y'all here, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube channel. I haven't checked it in quite some time, but once we get to 300 followers, we usually do a $25 Cash App giveaway. But once we get to that 300, we're going to do a $50 Cash App giveaway. I ain't quite sure exactly what we're going to do for the giveaway, but it's definitely going to be $50. Somebody going to get a $50 cash app, or you know, it could be Venmo, who knows, but just know you're going to get $50. So we have been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. And I still got to go to work tonight.
Good conversation. Good conversation.
I do. I still got to go to work tonight. I have enjoyed the conversation. But before we go, you know that this is my favorite thing in the entire world to do. Don't make the face. We are going to do just a couple Black phrases.
Okay.
Okay. And for those who don't know how the game goes, we're going to start with one of the easy ones and go from there. So, this Black phrase: you come in after playing outside all day. YSLO. What do those letters stand for?
Should I say it?
Yes.
Oh, you smell like outside.
You smell like outside.
I say it still to my daughter when she come in the house from taking the dog outside.
Right?
Oh, like, ew, you stink.
Okay. So here's another easy one. You get smart with your mom. She says WYTYTT.
Watch who? No.
You don't know this one?
I don't know. I feel like that's a wait.
Would you like me to tell you?
What's that one?
Who you think you talking to?
Oh yeah, I say that quite often. Well, not quite often, but I've said it recently.
And one more. This is one more of the old ones, so y'all can get the gist. Another way of saying I wouldn't do that. Couldn't be me. Right. All right. So I got a couple new ones. Because I don't think you were on here the last time. So, Black phrase: you're playing outside and you come in 2 or more times. Your mother says SRIAO.
Well, luckily I didn't have that problem, but stop running in and out.
Stop running.
These kids don't even go outside no more for us to have to say that. I'm surprised I still knew that.
Who? Let me tell you something. If the sun is out and it's above 70, leave those phones in the house. Go get a football. Go get a basketball.
Oh, see, I got
go in the yard or go across the street to the park. Y'all gonna go outside.
Yeah,
Y'all going outside today. And here's another one, a new one. Your response when someone asks you, "What you doing today?"
Wow, what's up?
Right.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not answering like, "Wow, what's up?" Before I tell you what I'm doing.
When somebody asks you that, they about to try to have you running all over creation. So absolutely not. Now, the last time you didn't get this one. Your answer was way in left.
Okay.
So, getting hurt after doing something you shouldn't.
Good for you?
Good for you. Do you remember what you said the last time?
Oh, God. I probably said some dumb shit. What I say?
You said, go fuck yourself.
See, you know, I still say this right here, but of course I throw a curse in it. Like, good for you, dumbass, or good for your ass. The hell?
All right, this is going to be the last one because I don't know if you were here when we did this one. Something your mom says to you after you just got a whooping.
I only got one whooping ever in life.
SCBIGYSTCA.
You got
Oh my God.
something your mom said after you just got a whooping. Stop crying before I give you.
Give you something to cry about. Absolutely.
I never had to say that one yet. So.
Oh snap! Oh snap. Nothing left to do but
Oh,
would like to thank the subscribers. We are now at 303 authentic subscribers because over here we don't pay for subscribers. Either you like the content or you learn to like it. But since we are at 303 subscribers, I'm gonna get with Chaotic and we're gonna figure out what we going to do for the Cash App giveaway, because I think I can speak on his behalf. We definitely appreciate the love and support, because whether y'all can tell or not, we have a whole lot of fun. We have a whole lot of fun. We get up here, we have some enriching conversations, and sometimes we just have some wretched ass conversations, especially when all of us get together.
our group chats be off the hook.
Man, I wish.
You know, I went through all of our attachments the other day.
Oh my God. Wait, and the girls group chat? Listen.
The stuff we be posting.
Never. If our group chat got
I'd rather have my camera roll leaked than
right. I would rather anything else get leaked besides our group chat. Man, listen.
You just gotta sit there and go through all the attachments like I did. You gonna be like, we be dumb.
Yes, for real. Something is wrong with us. But you know what? I love y'all to pieces. I absolutely do. I say all the time.
I'll be up there in June. Well, no, July when my daughter's
and you better be. You better be.
I will be up there.
I say all the time.
Only for 2 days, so not too much.
Listen, I don't care if it's only 2 days. You better make your way. You better put your face in my face so me, you, and Precious can be outside. We outside. I don't care how we gotta make that work. When you come up here, we are outside.
Oh yeah, because my daughter going to Florida, so I have.
Oh, hold up. Before, let me just say to Precious, okay, Heifer, you were supposed to be up here today, okay? And I don't care what you got going on in Animal Kingdom and who did what to whom. Your ass was supposed to be up here today.
Not too much on my baby though.
We're gonna get in the group chat about that too, okay? Oh my God. Yeah, but I say all the time, joining this community it's been wonderful. I often say it's the thing that saved my life on the worst day of my life. Like 10 of y'all jumped on the turnpike and came to see about me to make sure I was good. I absolutely love y'all. And I just do. I love y'all. Chaotic. That has become my brother. And this nigga, let me tell you all about him. He be thinking that he don't have to check in. Nigga, yes, you do. And I know that you're watching. You have to check in every couple days so we can know for certain that ain't nobody tied your ass to the living room table. Okay?
Oh, it's been a while.
And he texted me last night and I was like, oh, all right. He had about another day. He had about one more day.
Yeah, you good for that, for calling people out.
Huh. Life be lifing out here. Nigga, you need to make sure, you need to let me know you're okay. Because if you're not, let's figure out what we can do to make sure you are, okay? And you too. You too. And you know why I say that. You too.
I'll be sending you my location. That's enough for you to know that I'm good. I see.
Listen, I don't care if you send me the location. Because your ass could be tied to somebody else's dining room table too. So you say, hey, I'm here. We're good. Okay. So with that being said, it's looking like I'm gonna probably be late for work, but that's okay.
Goodbye. Fun. I appreciate you and I love you.
I love you, and you know it. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here and we will see y'all the next time.
Toodles.
Love ya.